So I'm trying to have a quiet couple of days in France. I did get to go and see the Bayeux Tapestry this morning, which, for anyone that's not done it, I would recommend. But this bank saga continues. So Coutts, who I hadn't named, but Coutts decided to brief their friends at the FT and the BBC that I'd fallen below the financial threshold limit for having an account. And the BBC and much of the media believe that to be entirely true. Point is, they've never ever discussed any thresholds with me. And this afternoon, Simon Jack at the BBC, to his credit, has tweeted that a number of Coutts customers have been in touch with him to say they too are below the so-called financial threshold, and yet their accounts haven't been closed. More interestingly, why were the bank discussing my financial situation publicly with the BBC and the Financial Times? Surely that's not ethical, and possibly it's not even legal. And the idea that I was offered an account at NatWest, part of the group, that was only at 5 minutes to 7 last Thursday before I went live on GB News promising that I would tell all. They haven't as yet offered me a business account. And I'd left NatWest 10 years ago because they refused to provide me personally with any foreign currency accounts. They told me on Friday that they didn't think that I was a PEP, a politically exposed person. But now 9 banks have said they don't want my business because I am a politically exposed person. Other news. There are international credit ratings agencies, and I've got reports back from 2 of them this morning, having put in, through my lawyers, subject access requests, and both of them say that both me and my company are politically exposed persons. And that's where we are. Crackpot legislation that came into Britain from, of course, our friends in the European Union, but it's up to each bank to interpret, of course, how they use it and for whom. And I'm just really absolutely gutted at the absolute dishonesty of Coutts in the way they're handling all of this. None of this, of course, solves any of my problems, but that's where we are.